Championship. A year of innovation indeed in hurling with the introduction of the qualifying system. But at the end of it all, it was of course a traditional county that took home the Liam McCarthy Cup. All of that after this short break. Traffic jams in Portlaoise on a Saturday evening for a hurling match. Yes, that was one of the events that came out of the new qualifying system introduced this year. Now for some, that made it a very long, hard campaign. So clearly then, the easiest route to Croke Park was to win your match every day out, and that's exactly what Kilkenny did. However, for them, the glory actually began before the championship this summer, on the first weekend in May, when the National League title was up for grabs.
In the Alliance National Hurling League final played in early May, Kilkenny served warning to all and sundry that they were up for the treble, and Cork hurlers gave us a portent of what was to come later on by defying rule during the parade, wearing their shirts outside their shorts and pulling down their socks. Shocking stuff. It was a game which produced 4 goals, but the decisive strikes came from 2 subs, the Dowling brothers, Sean and Brian.
It's Sean Dowling. Dowling hitting it right in there, and it's over the bar. Sean Dowling with a wonderful point out around right half forward, and they're now level for the 5th time. All eyes will be on the referee. This is won here well. Wayne Sherlock couldn't get it away. Is there a winner? There may well be. Brian Dowling hitting over his 2nd point. Kilkenny now with their tails up, and they have won the Alliance National League Division 1. It was a gripping final. Roll on the championship. Kilkenny have won by 215 to 214.
Meanwhile, in the Munster Championship, it was Tipperary against Clare in round 1. Ever since 1993, the latest crop of players have been the greatest of rivals. Only 2 points in it at the end. Tip's turn this year, just 3 between them at the break.
Inside beautifully here, and here's a goal chance, and it's in the back of the net by Owen Kelly. Lashed it out forward, Comedy. Trying to go through. He has support. He uses that support, and it's a goal for Clare.
And that was just one of 2 forward goals. But in spite of the genius of Brian Lohan, Tipperary scored a memorable victory, with Owen Kelly scoring a goal and 8 points. Noel Morris, on his debut, was man of the match.
Inside here towards Noel Morris. He's been influential. That's a super score.
1989 was the last year that Waterford beat Cork in the championship. It happened again in 2002. Just a point in it at the end, but a game in which there were 33 scores and a master performance by Paul Flynn, including a personal tally of 12 points, 9 from frees, 2 of which were from more than 100 metres range.
Paul Flynn. That is a brilliant point by Paul Flynn. He was inside his own 65-metre line. Up towards Eamon Collins. Joe Dean now swung around, allowed to go through. Hitting his shot in. Collins has a goal chance.
Oh, that's a fantastic one, Joe. That's the difference. He stuck it in the back of the net.
Tony Brown back again. 60 metres out. Let it fly in there. And it's in the back of the net. A Waterford goal. Tony Brown is taking the credit. Neither side should lose this at this stage. But there's a chance for Waterford to win it. Ken McGrath has put it over the bar. The man we didn't think would play. Ken McGrath has won it for Waterford. They have beaten Cork here at Semple Stadium. It is a tremendous day for Waterford. And any Waterford fans who failed to make the journey today must be feeling, why wasn't I there?
In the other half of the draw, Limerick's team beaten finalists last year, were up against Old Foes Tipperary, but came up 7 points short.
Here's Paul O'Grady. Nice skill. Getting it in for his Brian Begley. Taking on the challenge again of Philip Marr. There's a chance here. Flashed in! It's Brian O'Mara. Kieran Carey trying to get the hook in. Trying to stay off. Lovely skill by O'Mara. That's a great run. Brian O'Mara giving it inside. Oh, what a goal! What a classic piece of action! Benny Dunn did well. Conor Gleeson, again they send it in. You see the type of ball they're giving in to Kelly and to John Carroll. It's Kelly, lovely turn. Great score. Stephen McDonough gets a slight deflection. It comes to Benny Dunn. That is beautiful to watch.
These boys, Master, are going to take some beating.
In Leinster, once the preliminaries were out of the way, Henry Shefflin began to direct Kilkenny's fortunes with vigour and skill, tormenting the highly acclaimed Brian Wheelahan.
Richie Melody getting it out. It's Eddie Brennan now. The speed merchant. And he's put it in. The goal has come in the 12th minute. And it is Eddie Brennan. Away come Kilkenny once again. Henry Shefflin. He's in the clear and he doesn't miss and he puts it over and Kilkenny lead. There it is, second time. Maybe he'll get a third time. He doesn't. Comerford getting it out. Oh, there's a loose man here. Eddie Brennan giving it to Shefflin. Brian McAvoy turning well, and it's over the bar. O'Hara coming out for it, he's misjudged it, and instead Charlie Carter trying to get it onto a stick. Lovely skill by Charlie. And again, a beautiful dodge pass by O'Hara. Will this go over? That is a fantastic point by Charlie Carter. It is his fourth of the day since coming on as a second half sub. It's worth the admission fee just to see that kind of skill.
By the 50th minute, this game was effectively over as a contest. The Cats were in the final against old rivals of Wexford, who started brilliantly in their semi-final against Dublin, but conceded 2 goals and 5 points and failed to score in the last quarter. Ageless Larry O'Gorman was the Wexford hero with 2 goals and a point.
This is left to Larry O'Gorman. He's got Barry Lambert outside him. He's also got Adrian Fenlon. Fenlon going for the score himself. It's going away to the left. Still in play. O'Gorman's after it. Stopped on the line. And it's a goal. So far a very confident performance by Wexford, but you wonder about the challenge being presented by Dublin. Whether this is in fact a true test. But in Leinster hurling, I think we need more than just 3 fine teams as Larry O'Gorman comes through, and Larry O'Gorman has put it in the net. The goal poacher supreme.
Once again, same day in Ulster, and Antrim banished the bad memories of the past 2 years by winning their first Ulster Senior Championship since 1999. In a 4-minute spell in the second half, Dinny Cahill's side got the crucial scores. Mid-June and the qualifiers. Dublin made a decent start against Clare, but couldn't sustain the pace and were easily dismantled, having hit 16 wides in the second half.
Great goal! And Liam Ryan, who's playing at centre half forward in spite of the number 6 on his back, has now turned it around quite significantly. Here come Clare, and they've got their opening goal, and it's Niall Gilligan who is running riot. Knocked away downfield there. And Clare come again. It's another one. Conor Early.
The Cork-Limerick qualifier in Thurles was a thrilling encounter. It was truly a pity there had to be a loser, but that's sport for you. But entertainment was in bountiful supply.
It will have to be resolved here in Central Stadium this evening. Arkeen, he's impressed. Fired in a goal! What a start! It's Solly Moran. His first score in the match. Here's Ben O'Connor operating at right half forward at this stage. Mark Foley's after him. Ben O'Connor going through. Hooked. Still the pressure's on. Ciarán McCarthy picking it up. Going for the score. It's swept in and it's Alan Brown. Within a minute of that Limerick goal. Sails over the head this time of Barry Foley. Haven't seen a lot from Barry in this match so far. Jim O'Sullivan beats the attempted block there by Mark Foley, and that's over the bar. What an amazing point from an amazing player. Jerry O'Connor, two men are after him. One of them is Brian Begley, having to give way, and there's another point for Cork, who now lead at a crucial stage in the game. Jim O'Sullivan keeping a watchful eye on this one. Stephen Lucy seems to have moved inside into the inside forward line. Limerick have a chance here. A late chopped opportunity, and it's gone over the bar. And it's Mark Keane who's done it for them. It's looking like extra time. Albert Shanahan coming from his goal. Two Cork men are in there on top of him. Doesn't get it away very conclusively. Cork still with a chance. Ben O'Connor. Two men involved to block him. Ben O'Connor has hit it over the bar. Cork are in front.
It's a beautiful, beautiful score. Like Cork should hold on now, you'd imagine.
It was a terrific contest and reflected the year as a whole. In the Munster final, it was a day of days for the men in white and blue of Waterford. 40,276 were there, gripped, watching one of the games of the season. 39 years of near misses, anguish and heartbreak came to an end in a collective outpouring of emotion. It was a marvellously sporting occasion, but who could have believed that Waterford would win by 8 points?
Should be a point here. There will only be a point between the teams. Oh, it's a goal!
And he went for it, Joe. He went for it.
Paul Flynn, a goal after 17 minutes of the first half. Swept away out of danger. Tom Feeney driving it away downfield. Players waiting for it. Ken McGrath's one of them. And that's over the bar. It's his first point. Tipperary with 15 scoring chances so far. Waterford with 16. Tiff have taken 9. Waterford have taken 10. Another scoring chance here presented. Well, John Carroll decided to have a drive at it anyway. Colin Bonner, who forged a partnership with Justin McCarthy, now part of the backroom team. Former Tipperary star himself. Will they go for a goal here? They do! They get it, and it's on Kelly.
It was 110 to 1-9 in Tip's favour at half-time, but much more drama was to follow.
Conor Gleeson. They try to get it forward. They look for something. Kelly. It's fired in, and it's in the back of the net. Benny Dunn. 4 minutes into the second half. Eddie Enright. Back out once again to Eamon Corcoran. Sails in past John Carroll this time. Fed back to him again. Kelly. Players calling for it. Oh!
It's that man again,
Benny Dunn. By Benny Dunn. Let's hope we get a great deal more from these two teams and from all the others throughout the remainder of the championship. John Mullane feeding it back out. What a point this is by Ken McGrath. It's his 5th. Level again. Stephen Brenner from the De La Salle club. That is a huge free. All the way down towards Sheriff Prendergast, and here's a chance, and it's a goal by Tony Brown. The 18th minute of the match in the second half. The Waterford fans delighted. And they're flying again. Dave Bennett. They're also confident. Tipper dispirited.
You can chalk that up again, Jordan Bills, after getting a fantastic score.
1963 is a long, long time. You think about Tipperary back in 1987, and they said the famine was over. The famine is now over. Waterford are the Munster hurling champions. First time since 1963, 29 long years. Only the 6th ever title. An amazing success. Let the bonfires burn. Let the celebrations begin. It has been a remarkable success. Justin McCarthy and his panel of remarkable players have done it in style. They came and they beat Cork in the semi-final. They've come and they beat Tipperary, the Munster and All-Ireland champions. All those years of disappointments, all those wonderful coaches and trainers who brought busloads of kids to be disappointed in league and championship, that's all now forgotten. Waterford are the Guinness Munster Hurling champions for 2002. A truly wonderful occasion, a wonderful match, won emphatically by Waterford by 2-23 to Tipperary's 3-12. Chris Cooney handing over the cup. He's the chairman of the Munster Council and the presence of the President of Ireland to Fergal Hartley. Pat Fanning behind there, former Oak Ferron, coming Luke Rasquel. What a day to be a fan of the Daoishe. Waterford are the champions.
In Leinster, Kilkenny won their 5th successive provincial title, despite very plucky resistance from Wexford. It was a game the Slaney-siders could have won. Only 2 points between them at the finish in a game that failed to yield a goal.
Here comes Barry Lambert. Played inside towards Mitch Jordan. Philly Larkin coming out to meet him. It's Mitch Jordan again. There's a goal chance here, and it's gone out for a 65. The save made by James McGarry. Card here. That's a good looking shot, and that's gone over the bar. It's his 8th point in this match. That's a great catch. Well, this man is having a blinder. Declan Ruth marshalling that Wexford defence. Comes back towards Henry Shefflin, however, and Henry Shefflin has showed Wexford how it's done, and there are 2 between them. They work hard for it. Derek Ling, Stephen Graham there saying, give it to me. Lobbing it ahead there, and that has also gone over the bar, and it's Henry Shefflin once again. He's on fire, he's geeing up his colleagues. It's 14 points to 11. Sean Dowling driving it downfield. Good turn here by Brian Dowling, and that has gone over the bar. That was an absolute beauty by the substitute.
And so, part 2 of a possible treble was achieved. Kilkenny were in the All-Ireland semi-finals. Following their heavy and somewhat unexpected loss in the Munster final, Tipperary's next assignment was against Leinster neighbours Offaly. It turned out to be a very easy win for them.
Up towards John Carroll, the former All-Star wing-back, taking on Niall Claffey and a few more, still going through like a steamroller to O'Mara. Goal! Good ball inside there, intended for Simon Whelan. It's a goal! Stephen Brown has done it! And they're right back in the match, Offaly, in a very meaningful way. Tommy Dunn is here against Joe Erity, taking on Erity. Outside to Carroll. John Carroll bashes it in. Made one goal. He scored the second for Tipperary. Tommy Dunn in there against Barry Whelan. Dunn, stylish player, lovely craft, great skill, wonderful point by Tommy Dunn. Now under pressure here once again. Mark O'Leary lets it sail between the posts and over the crossbar. And it's looking like Tipperary all the way now.
Galway entered the fray in the third round of the qualifiers against Cork. It was 12 years since the counties clashed in championship hurling. Cork usually having the upper hand. Not this year, however. Mind you, they were level at half-time.
Alan Cummins of Cork. Alan Brown trying to get there ahead of Diarmuid Cloonan. Has performed quite well in his championship debut. Cork really haven't put him under the pressure we expected him to be under before the game. Alan Cummins hit that well. Oh, there's a mistake by Michael Crimmins, and Joe Dean has scored the goal that brings Cork level. It's Kevin Broderick of Galway, and Broderick's away, the trademark flick. Can he get through? Broderick still, and he put it over the bar. I thought he took far too many steps, but he's got the point. Now here's Joe Rabbit. Another score for Galway. Now even a point would be pretty crucial if they could go 5 clear. Broderick, yes, got it. Good point.
Clare and Wexford were in action at the same stage, but the Leinster side seemed deflated just a week after their loss to Kilkenny. Clare, in the end, won by 8 points.
Barry Lambert. Now a great call and a great goal. Rory Jacob was waiting to pass, number 30. Westwood people will say that the generation game is coming up trumps for them. Nick Jacobs and Rory strikes for a fantastic goal. McMahon, Clare could do with this one. Is it a McMahon special? Well, it's dropping short, it's gone in! Damien Fitzhenry came for it, but he didn't claim it, and Carmody was in there again. Not Clare, lifted by that second Carmody goal. Oh, there's a third one coming here, yes! Niall Gilligan drove in. 2 lovely points for Gilligan in the first half. Now he's added a goal.
Oh no, not dazzling whites again.
Mrs. Jones, you need Daz.
Daz?
That's right. Because with Daz's new voucher system, you can treat your child to a juicy Burger King Kids meal. Free with every packet.
Sauce, mayonnaise, cola, all thanks to Daz.
For great results, it has to be Daz.
Burger King.
What colour are your dreams? Strawberry? Chocolate? Taste the colour of dreams in Dorina Allen Luxury Ice Cream, made with pure Irish dairy cream and fresh Irish milk.
Dorina Allen Ice Cream. Naturally creamier, naturally dreamier.
Clare moved on to the quarter-finals against old rivals Galway. And all this while, Kilkenny were waiting in the long grass. Between them, Jamesy O'Connor and Eugene Cloonan shared 6 points from frees. But there was plenty more.
Here's Kevin Broderick clipping this one in. And that is over the bar. That is a beautiful score. Liam Hodgins hoping to lead his side to another All-Ireland final. And this time a successful one. Break favours Damien Hayes. Chasing after him is Frank Lohan. Hayes and Davy Fitz produce another sparkling save. Eugene Cloonan with Brian Lohan. They've been clashing since '97 when they met in the All-Ireland Club Final between Athenry and Wolfe Jones. Cloonan turns. Oh, that is a great point by Eugene Cloonan. He might have suffered as well for it.
And the Clare goal before half-time, scored by Niall Gilligan, seemed to catch everybody by surprise, including Chansley O'Connor.
Dermot Cloonan, come back again as Liam Hodgins. Uses Ollie Canning. Leaves it long. Unmarked, Alan Kearns. Who's supposed to be marking him? Alan Kearns. Two players come in. One of them, Conor Plunkett. Still Alan Kearns. The effort goes straight over the bar. Clare have the ball. Tony Griffin. Chance here. And Clare go back in front. But it's Galway that seek the equaliser. This is gone over the bar.
Ger Farrar mounted and you were right, come on midfield. There's for the under-21s.
You're going to hear a lot more about Ger Farrar. Ollie Baker. Damien Hayes unable to get there. Working hard is Alan Kearns, but it comes to Lynch. Gives it high, and Lynch scores!
You'd have to say, Marty, that he deserves that one. If anyone's going to win it for Clare, it's Lynch. He's having the game of his life.
Not many people were in Croke Park to see Ulster champions Antrim shape up to the defending champions Tipperary. After all, this was going to be a canter, wasn't it? Not this time. And with 8 minutes to go, it was neck and neck.
Again, it's Liam Watson looking for his second free of the game and didn't go for the point. Oh, it's gone in the back of the net. Brendan Cummins, it was too hot to handle. And Liam Watson scores his fourth goal of the championship. O'Kane has options ahead of him. Just got held up in traffic, but here's a real chance for Liam Richmond. In towards the brother Paddy. Paddy has it again. Drilled it in. Has to be a goal. It is! Liam Richmond. A goal and a point in the game for Richmond. The brothers combining. Corbett into it straight away and setting up John Carroll, and there's a gap for Carroll. He shows great pace options for him left and right. There's a chance to seal it, and that should be it. Brilliantly taken by Eugene O'Neill, just loitering in around the square. Eamon Corcoran going high. Here's Lar Corbett. Now Corbett has found the range. That's a fantastic point from Corbett. And Tipperary pulling away in some style.
It was a valiant effort by Antrim, but ended in failure. Tip advanced to the semi-final. Waterford had 6 weeks off before they faced old rivals Clare in the first of the Guinness Hurling semi-finals, and they led by 7 points to 2 after 13 minutes.
And it's Flynn who takes it down here. A commanding presence at left half forward, and that is a great start for Waterford. This is the start they have dreamed of. Touched over here by John Mullane. Mullane with the red helmet, leaving it there for Owen Kelly. Got the first couple of points of this match. Driving it in again. This is a great start. What a game he's playing.
At this stage, Clare were nowhere near their best.
Paul Flynn to hit it. Oh, he's gone for the goal and scored! 22 minutes are gone. What a start by Waterford. Their fans are going wild here in Croke Park. Back there to assist Peter Quealy, very near his own end line, and getting a shoulder at a very judicious time. Problems. Markham! Back of the net.
It was 1-10 to 1-9 at half-time. Waterford only tagged on 4 points in the second half against 6 points for Clare.
We should have a gripping finale. Brian Green trying to bat it away. Under pressure here. David Ford stepping into the breach, steadying himself, and that's great play. Just when you thought that Waterford were about to mount a comeback, Brian Lowen getting away from Flynn, who dashed in that time to the challenge. Clever play. to Tony Griffin. They retain possession very smoothly, very accurately. Out to Baker, 45 metres out, and that is over the bar.
So, Clare were the first team to reach this year's All-Ireland final, and Brian Lohan had been their star. Now, would it be a rematch with Tipperary, or a fresh challenge with Kilkenny? One thing had certainly changed. DJ was ready and available.
He knows what it would mean if he scores.
There's pressure on, Ger.
It's over the bar, and that is the 250th point in DJ Carey's inter-county career.
Yes, the top cat was back. This semi-final was one of epic proportions.
Down the centre towards Shefflin this time. He's caught it. It's a good ball. Trying to turn now, looking for support. Derek Ling, who got that fine point a little while ago, can't take it on this occasion. It's down by Mark O'Leary into the inside forward line. They press once again through Owen Kelly. He can do nothing wrong.
He's a real artiste, Ger, as such. A fantastic score.
McGarry again driving it down towards Shefflin, and again he catches a great ball against Corcoran, beginning to assert himself a little more. It's a second fine point by Henry Shefflin.
At half-time, it was 10 points apiece.
Brian O'Mara, two men are after him. Mullally is one of them. Michael Kavanagh going out as well. Pass is too long, however. Chance to retrieve. Hit inside by Eugene O'Neill. What a start! And it's in! John Carroll. They're level. Nice balance and control here. Beautifully taken by Martin Comerford. Great work again here by DJ Carey, taking on Costello. It's still DJ Carey. Will he go the whole way through? Laying it off, and the sub has scored. Jimmy Coogan's first real chance of making a major impact. There are 24 minutes of the second half gone. Kilkenny sweep into the lead, and it's DJ who made it. Time very much against Tipperary. Having lost their Munster title, are they now about to lose the All-Ireland title won in such memorable fashion last year? DJ comes through and he puts it over, and Kilkenny now surely are in the All-Ireland final.
They may come and go, Ger, but there'll be only one ever DJ Carey, and you can talk about all the greats you like. It's been a pleasure to see the man in action again.
It was Kilkenny's first championship win over Tipperary since 1967, and only their second since 1922. More importantly, they were in a fourth All-Ireland final in 5 seasons. The All-Ireland final was a day of days. It was the day Kilkenny showed themselves to be the absolute masters in all departments. And what about a setting?
This is what every hurling fan surely dreams about. Every player wants to play in the big one, which is the All-Ireland final, the Guinness All-Ireland hurling final for 2002.
Colour in abundance. Clare the underdogs, but winners twice in 7 years. The Cats crafty and wonderfully gifted. In the end, they made Clare look a pale shadow of the 1990s teams.
Nicely down here towards Henry Shefflin. What a battle he's going to have with Sean McMahon. It's starting already. Thundering forward, looking for the opening score. It's a goal!
Beautiful cross ball. Henry Shefflin got across, and DJ just tapped it down into the net.
What a start that is. DJ Carey with yet another championship goal, and only 3 minutes are gone. Sean McMahon has this marvellous record, of course, in the championship. 62 points so far in championship hurling, and you can now make that 63. Huge cheer. Richie Mullally out here into the centre. Derek Ling, the familiar style, the style we've become very accustomed to this year. Here is Henry Shefflin. Shefflin scores! But it's over the bar. Thought he was going to bury it. Possession taken up here. That's David Hoy. Swung in there dangerously and high and over the bar. Colin Lynch, can he exert the kind of influence that we know he's capable of? Everybody going up for that one. It's John Hoyne who's trapped it through the centre. DJ Carey, the Dodger himself. After him there was Ollie Baker. DJ steadying himself, turning it in beautifully and putting it over the bar, and he's now got a goal and 4 points.
That's a fantastic score, Jerry. Couldn't catch it again yet, taking it twice in his hand. He's a genius no matter what you say. You just won't replace this guy. Kilkenny now, what's this? He can't catch it again. Just steadies up, rattles it off the cuff. A beautiful score on the volley. Fantastic.
5 shots by DJ, 5 scores. Great catch. Wonderful play by Peter Barry. Derek Ling going for it himself. He's given it everything, and that's enough. You can't do any better than that. Brian Lowen, partly blocked. Swept inside, dangerous ball. Shefflin! Henry Shefflin, 28 minutes gone in the second half, and that should be enough to secure the title for the Cats. That's a goal and 7 points now for Henry Shefflin. Martin Comerford played it across the face of the goal. Lovely, well-timed run, and Shefflin buries it. James E. O'Connor here. Lobbed in there towards Niall Gilligan. Taken instead by Philly Larkin. Gilligan 2 points in the game so far. Larkin has been good in his marking job. That's a good shot. It's one back, but substitute Geroid Considine will remember, but at least he scored in the final. Of the Clare full forward line that started, only Niall Gilligan managed to score. He got 2 points. Once again, it's DJ Carey. He's got a goal and 6 points. Great performance by Kilkenny. It's all over. Kilkenny are very deserving champions. Champions for the 27th time. The Liam McCarthy Cup is going down with Andy Comerford and his pals. It's their day. Kilkenny, one of the great aristocratic powers of hurling, have managed to prevail. Well, what a day for Andy. Man who came back from London, kissing the cup, taking it proudly home. Kilkenny the champions for the 27th time ever. And they well deserve it. This is the joy, this is the feeling of victory. And Brian Cody, I saw him do that little jig after they beat Tipperary in the semi-final. He's entitled to his little dance, and they'll be dancing all over Kilkenny. And what a welcome back they're going to get.
Yes, Kilkenny had stacked the trophy cabinet. Henry Shefflin was the hurler of the year, and DJ still the king of all he surveyed.
You've got to hang on to this kind of thing when it happens here. You've got to enjoy it, because it's a memory that will live with you, and it's sport, and it's competitive sport, and it goes around, and you know when it comes to you, you savour it and you enjoy it.
Well, so then, with the Hurling Championship reviewed, it's time for us to take another commercial break. Coming up after that, we turn our attention to football, a year that ended with a very special win for Armagh. But of course, along the way, there were many twists and turns.
Sa chluhi canis minúid ben giad balta riamh, ben séu balta sa chluhi canis le chéile, bhuilte ge pahal a bhuilte seacharán. Mar sin, ní leanach a dáfainte gónaí, agus cinsib nach bhfuil 7 númatí hénig fáca de glog. Well, cadémar aharú a gannach cúla bhfuil Damien Gleeson RTE hálid a dheimhlíne, beidir RTE teachta de báid. An ómí de raig de fólín, sin he Am King. Winter Robinson, ag fiú for isci, agus Calais dianta fiú. Agus yn ish, tá Damien Gleeson, Damien, y tachta y boed. Hobra Dorn, snein triw yn y dwyco. Ni ffeddar lwy yna harweli yenaf, yn modernach imra. Agus y byd Tam King ys choswyl y dirn. Aha, ymhe y dro yn cleflin y Tam King yn tabla'r boedgi. Shahid. Haile fydd yn o'n sy, agos gwrdd o pachtig Kevin Brady. Eisiau fydd dytyd gyffôl. Eisiau Dermot Gleeson yn chordog, bydd o gydas, Kevin Brady gyffôl. Agos yn eisiau y ffys o pachtig. Agos eisiau dy gwan y dalodd, Kevin Brady gwrdd hy, a nymwrt y lanwn dyrai. Anna omwycht yn eisiau, David Ford y cwrwch y tren. Y cwrwch ffos. Agos Kevin Brady ffos y dalodd. Ac yn eisiau chwn, sians mahag y Cael Cohn. Pahal gyhord agos Pahal yn neb na loe fydd eisiau. Mae'r sy'n ta Kevin Brady ffos y dalodd gwrdd hy. Gwrsian y fwyli agos rawn oedi imnich yn y hea fydd eirn. Nish ta eisiau eidi hyn y hasaf ac siachwyl Damien Young. Nish ceio gylliad sgor ele. Ceio gylliad cawn ele. Sy'n un cesh dy loch na hwyri. Cos yn toedi yn y gali, Conor Derfyn, cyrraedd a fwyli agos siachwyl Donald Shelley. Mach gyda Owen Brislane a Harris y ddefline. Agos yn ish, ta Donald Shelley gwrdd Marsian ta Donald yr ydalof, caffar cwr lais o'ch ydyr. Dini cehel, eidi hyn y hasaf, snein syna, Donald Shelley. Agos, tianydd. Triw blian y gymrtygu. Dimmer Shelley le gael ymsgol hafod y dorn ymlianyd, peledwyr maha, ddachta se gan ymwrtlo. Agos yn ish, ta Brendan Gantley, ystolwm, tachtar y bod. Brendan Gantley, dyngailif, ach, wel, y tir goel yn tacht yn poeth gyhoesio, tir y bod ffos. Nimwrt y lanwn tyr aig, agos cwr lais ach o'r Donald Shelley goni, agos y sec ddim eisio, mae'r pasio mwh o lor na poeth gy. Haile fe cosyn gytrean. O'r dorn. Erig sgôr a chaim siw. Sioche Owen Brislane. Slawn a hyd y dalof. Agos yn pas me hyd gwan am o. Gos chasio yn cawns yn yr eich yma. Agos yn ish pa cwr lais gyda'r Ronald Shelley. Chasio cat gylor. Agos yn ish ystolym gywyl Brendan Gantley. Sioche Brendan. Tach yn poethgi. Gan poc yn ish ach tîn o'n myti gwyli. O chwynti idr na ffwrni. A ddim ar anam o'ch ydych cwl sa chwhi canisio. Lohar na hwyri. Agos y wyl siesio fiag ar y boeth gyda loch na hwyri. Nw catwati dim yma. Neil. Wel, inish marsin o Cael Cohn ar ein dyna. Ymach dy Joan Pevline. Gwylte. Neil Counson. Gwylte ffôn o Liam Carney. Agos y hwyl bwyntach yn Counson ag Richie Murray. Ar y hon y feheg i gart. Gwylte stach gydas gyda Michael Coughlin. Agos Harris yn leine yr siachrawn. Marsin. Ond Megan sgôr elegyn. Hada hitig ymach. Lenson yn taharw. Ysdiannu hadiantig yn gaelef. Agos Conor Derfyn. Thomas Ochsan air. Agos anna lasgwch yn gawnson. Ach siohe Kevin Mulrine. Bwyntach o. Richie Murray. Siohe Richie. Hada yma chlwheg can y siohe mar ag Richie. Yn faes e'n sgorsa. Fi eisiau bwyle hymar a hen am eicid. Gwylte ag Richie. Agos gwylte ag Richie gyma. Marsin. O ti fwynt y athar agos caheg. Hobr o dorn. Wel. Pwynti an y hapig ar ffad, gael no cwl an y hapig, mas oel o'ch yn hael y chwr, da mwyle, a gori ar achdach meod, siohe Dermot Gleeson, had a hitig ymach, gwyltig a Dermot, agos gwyltig ymach ag ystach yn son, gyda John O'Brien, Donald Shelley, gyda i wrthamael i'r dalof, gyda i tarad, gyda i rwyf, agos yn nid yn gwe Damien Hayes, Damien y tacht ymach gytrean, yn pasgyd glwt gyda George Farahar, agos George, an y chongrwch yn ddeflin i mehe Harris, marsin, poc slasa dy hobr y dorn. O hon o'm eich foca, sa'ch lohi canish. Agos, pa yn ghaelif, gan hiedw y rwyaf, sa'ch lohi canish, e dierig yn hied gawn rwyaf o fwchtint y mai, hobr y dorn. Agos y lohar na hwydi. Wel, ni latrach yn hwl o foen. Wel, cysdach ar rwysg draen o'n henni. Dyna o lech racosant, agos piach ar synd o'r whar. Charis lord y portge. Draen o'n henni chan pas mi hymwyd. Pas me him away and dial with the flag. Over, Trova, agus Shahe, Liam Carney. Liam a Derek, Shaula Shistach, Wiltige, Cora Hishtige, George Parahar, agus Fish of the Island. Well, Ryan again in order. And Nashgiri and Lawn Foley, Paul Curtin, Nick Wick Shoe, that Shahe, Colum Everard. What a go need, and Hawk down the mill, and full of on after it. Into the Corricanson, Ian Britt, Shahe the Galib, Ian Carney, Wiltige, back to get Ronan Riley, Fish of the Galib. Ronan Green Devil on board. Agus Erigan, Kevin Brady could have done with it. Minimal tour, Nahan, Alicia, Shahe, Kevin Mulrine. Agus Anna Michael Coughlin, Inish, Michael Coughlin, on Weisha, on Quinta Orifice. Tiki after the Lord with it. If you had to start a Gumpo, yes, Agus Damien Young, how do you hit it? And Timothy, Miguel Brendan Gantley, Wiltige Damien. Made it a chance to have a top of the dawn. I see the counts of Wachten, Daphne Yannick, Ronan Riley. And Riley, the Witcher that is sleeve, and Gedo Ream. It was a canish the Minor, and I, top of the dawn, Tish, Gukinik of Halound. Tachta Machansop, Colum Ryan. Wilton Macadi, Liam Carney, Jonah Carnoige, Cool the Tastado, top of the dawn. And Vice Yade, Owen Kelly, Eddie Hanard, the Club, Witcher is taken to get John Colkin, Captain, the Galley, Count Anna Hawk, Lanta Macha, Joan Trevly, Nigga, John Colkin. Agus Inish, on Thomas take a 20 click me here. An Brisha, Inish, a lot of it. Donald Shelley. Now the 3 year, Glen, now the day. On Ralph from Tussick. Wiltige, Jonah Carnoige. Hula Castal, Johnny Dolachan, to hit it all up. Lanta Mahagan Island. Agus, a Guadalamac Council, Anna Derwin. No babe, Brian O'Mahony, Wiltige Brian, agus Wiltige Mahiga, well, Marisha Devlina, Shane Tierney, Inish, attacked the board, Congalid, in the yellow, Shane Tierney, agus Shin and Brescia, no more the question, where the like Emma Mehe, Peggy Milga Balthasar, and Balthasar is Kevin Brady at time after. And that old Shea Tiggerson, Witte again, Nalib. Is Hobradorn done Gied o'r Rhyw y gwaith canish na Minor agus Hobrador Crifrishte Gydau Rimeid, Gydau Ohus, Gydau Lwgoed Idynsa na Gali Gwyl el Fachdian Tyco yn Erin Lwy Hef Catmar a Fiora y gwaith canish yn aig Hobradorn wel ha derilish yn Inish agus Sinean Sgôr yn Ghalif nod y Chidiag Hobradorn nod y De. Marsin, Fydyn Hobradorn, agus iad y tres lw, le Fydyn Bwcach na Gali, John Colkin yn son, on captain, agus Fydyn Hobrador y ffos, ys trwyfelach a rhaid gwesin, tym o hyd y bod, iad Crifrishte, an glwhig canisio, chapad o'r hyn, di biad rawn o cwetiantach dyd, agus fydd yr ysŵl, agus at nhw gymwr, gymwhyd isht er yng ach, on Ngailif enw rofagwyd, agus on bwyd y ti cyn dy ffwynti, syhrau gyma, in Erin Lwyc, agus Gydau Ohos, Gydau Lwgoed yr yn, bain ystwyd am o hwnna mes, John Hardy man.